Hey everyone, Tony here, JP Wisco back with another video for you. And today I'm going to show you some really cool, rare, vintage Japanese cards. But I am going to start it off with something that you might have seen if you watched my last video. So I got my 1959 Sadaharu O rookie card back from PSA. A Doyusha Menko 59 set. And there's the back. So I also got the Shigeo Nagashima from the same set. So 1959, I believe this puts this card as a second year card for Nagashima, while it contains O's rookie. Same back. And if you don't know about Nagashima, look him up a little bit, read about him. He's, as I've said before, he's actually a bigger deal to Japanese fans than O is. I would say he's the most popular player of all time. Mr. Giant. And next, I've got something really special. I'm really excited to have these. These are 1964 Morinaga gum cards. These were called the Top Star gum cards. So these cards are beautiful, super rare, and as you can see, they're kind of the size of a postcard. I'm trying to be very careful because they're not in protection right now, so I can show them to you. Great photography. This is Shigeru Mizuhara, at the time the manager of the Toei Flyers. Great picture, great photography. And next up, this is Isao Shibata, so a teammate of Nagashima and O on the Giants. And this next player you've probably never heard of, but he's one of the all-time greats in Japanese ball, and that's Katsuya Nomura. So he was a catcher, and he is actually second all-time behind O in home runs. And I believe he was also the first Japanese player in the Japanese leagues to win the Triple Crown, which I believe he did in 1965, so the year after these cards were made. And he passed away, I believe, last year. Actually, the other night, the Japanese season has begun already. And the other night, there was a game between the Swallows and the Hanshin Tigers, the hat I'm wearing. And Nomura was a manager for both of those teams. And both of the teams wore his number 73 to honor him as kind of a memorial. So Katsuya Nomura, one of the all-time greats, but you definitely heard of O, maybe kind of sort of Nagashima, but you've probably never heard of him until now, maybe. And speaking of those guys, here is the Nagashima. Now, I get to do my best John Mangini impersonation. PSA is only ever graded like 2 of these. So I believe the Nagashima is a PSA Pop 2. And then the highest population of any of these cards, not surprisingly, but it's still minuscule, is none other than Sadaharu O. And I believe PSA has graded about 10 of these. So it might be in my interest to send mine in. One more cool thing about these cards, I really like that, so they have pretty standard information on the back. As you can see, the backs are kind of sparse. But cool thing about these backs is that they tell a hobby or two of each player. So, for example, O likes movies. Nagashima likes music. Nomura likes movies and golf. I should say light. Rest in peace. And Shibata likes movies and reading. And Mizuhara likes golf. So those are real special. Super stoked to have them. And now I'm going to stop holding them because they're not in any protection right now. Always use protection. JP Wisco says. Okay, and here's another great, rare Sadaharu O card. This is a Nippon Ham sausage card. Embarrassingly enough, I don't remember the exact year. But these are pretty rare. They came in sausages, kind of like your Kahn's Wieners or your Stallmeyer, right? They came in hot dog packages. This is a great shot of O. And again, these are quite rare too, so I'm happy to have this one. Really nice. Well, if I can hold it right. Really nice O card there. Let's switch gears a little bit. How about some original Shohei Ohtani photos? So here's an awesome original photo of Shohei Ohtani when he's playing for Samurai Japan, the Japanese national team. I got these from a seller a couple years ago maybe. I remember I bought a card from him, and a Japanese seller, and he threw in these for free as a little bonus. And this one's really cool. Check that out. Of course, that's with the fighters. So some cool original Shohei Ohtani photos. And here's an interesting 1996 BBM Ichiro. And this is like a very strange shaped card. Kind of a tall boy. It's like 65 Topps NFL. Man, I'm embarrassing myself not knowing the year with the Joe Namath rookie. But anyway, it's a cool card, but I've got it in... yeah, just picked this up. My LCS or whatever. Cool. I don't know if there are other cards in this set. I kind of want them because... I don't know. I like these, like, strangely shaped cards. Not strangely shaped, but... and then here's something, my own little kind of personal memorabilia. This is for a ticket from 2019. And this is when I went and saw an exhibition game of the Mariners versus the Giants, the Yomiuri Giants, right? The Tokyo Giants. And this was part of Ichiro's big, farewell tour kind of deal. So this was an exhibition game he played before the openers against the A's when Ichiro played his final game. So unfortunately, I couldn't go to the actual game that counted against the A's. But the exhibition against the Giants was really cool, too. And I got to see Ichiro play in the very twilight of his career. It was a pretty special experience for me as a big Ichiro fan. And I finally picked up some of these circular Menkos. And so these are fun. They're just little, like, cartoons. Here's, like, a weird little guy. So these are my first circular Menkos. Which, of course, there are a lot of circular Menkos because Menko is a game, if you're a 90s kid like me, you remember Pogs. And that's kind of what Menko was. And is. I mean, it's still a thing, but, kids don't really do it anymore because they have glowing screens to look at. So I don't know. I can't date these precisely. I bet they're 50s or earlier, if I had to guess. And this is probably my favorite. And this one actually has a back to it. It's not a blank back. I want to end with some oversized cards. I showed this on one of the live streams with some other card YouTubers several weeks ago, months or whatever. I got this really cool Sapporo beer Shigeo Nagashima. And as you can see, this card's real jumbo. And this is for Ribbon Citron. I think it was like a lemon lime soda produced by the Sapporo Brewery. And then on the back, you've got this very cute actress. So they're both kind of promoting the soda or whatever. Now, you notice on the side here, there's a ruler. And you're probably wondering, why is there a ruler on this card? And this was actually used as a kind of mat for students. So students would put kind of a mat on their desk or whatever to write on or what have you. So this one had a ruler built in on the side here. So I thought that's kind of a neat thing. I'd like to collect more of these. If these sort of school homework mats or whatever if I can find some more with baseball players on them, I'd definitely be interested in collecting those. So, and finally, I've got another Sadaharu O for you. This is another very big, strangely shaped car, well, long and oversized. And this is honoring Sadaharu O as the World Home Run King. So this was produced after, of course, O broke Hank Aaron's record, which obviously, people are going to say, O played in an inferior league, and, that's true, but he's still the World Home Run King. Can't take it away from him, and this is a really cool card. Or I guess maybe like a bromide, or I'm not sure what qualifies as what, but the back is really cool too. It's got a blurb down there talking about O, and I really like this, his batting form on the side there. You can kind of see his progression of his swing, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed these very rare and interesting Japanese cards. Thanks as always for watching. See you next time. Peace.